Okay, today starts the first day of dividing fractions. We've been multiplying fractions for about the past 2 weeks, and today we're moving into dividing fractions, which is very easy if you understood how to multiply fractions. When we divide fractions, there's a couple things you need to know. So if I write a division problem with fractions 1/4 divided by 1/3 equals, the first thing I have to do is I bring down the 1/4. The first number, the dividend, is going to stay the same. So it will be 1/4. Then I go to the division symbol. It's going to change to a multiplication symbol. Change it, and then I take the fraction here, which is the divisor, and I flip it. So it's going to become 3/1. Anytime you flip a fraction, the result is called the reciprocal. So now all I have to do is work it out. So 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 1 is 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is keep this the same. Change this to multiply, and then flip the divisor. So keep this the same, change this to multiplication, flip this over. Have another example problem that I'll do down here. 2/3 divided by 3/4. So keep this the same, 2/3, change this to a multiplication symbol, multiply, and then flip this up to the reciprocal, which is 4/3. There's no cross reduction that can be done here, and you always do your cross reduction after you've changed it into a multiplication problem. We're not going to cross reduce before, we're going to cross reduce once we've changed it to multiplication. So 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 3 is 9. Do a few more here. 7/8 divided by 2/5. So this is the same. So it's going to be 7/8. This changes to a multiplication, and then this flips to its reciprocal, which is 5/2. You just take the 5 off the bottom, put it on top, take the 2 off the top, put it on bottom. There is no cross reduction that can be done here, so I end up with 35/16. This is an improper fraction, so I have to change it to a mixed number. 16 will go into 35 twice, leaving over 3/16. Try another one here. 5/8 divided by 3/4. Keep this the same. So I have 5/8. Change this to multiplication. Flip this over to its reciprocal. Alright, I do have some cross reduction that can be done here. 4 will go into 4 and 8, making that 1, making that 2. Now I'll just multiply straight across. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. Alright, about to put some example problems up there for you to work on your own. Do A, B, and C on your desk on your own. And then I will work out all 3 of them so that you can check your work. Pause the video now and work these 3 out. A is 1/4 divided by 3/8. B was 2/3 divided by 3/8. Two thirds divided by 3/8. and then C was 5/6 divided by 1/3. Alright, so the first one, I'm going to have 1/4 divided by 3/8. Bring it over here, keep the first part the same, which is the dividend. I change this to multiplication. Flip this to the reciprocal. Cross reduce. Multiply out. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. There's my answer. For number 2, do the same thing. Keep the first the same. Change this to multiplication. Flip this. There's no cross reduction, so I just have to multiply straight across. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 will go into 16 one time with 7 left over 9. 5/6 divided by 1/3, so keep 5/6 the same. Change that to multiplication and flip this over to 3/1. 3 and 6 can reduce. 3 will go into both, so this becomes a 2. This becomes a 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. This is an improper fraction, so we have to change it to a mixed number. 2 will go into 5 2 times with 1 left over 2. So on your desk, I want you to write these things. Leave the first fraction the same. Second step is going to be to change division sign to multiplication. Third, flip the second fraction. Fourth is multiply them together. Alright, and just so we're clear, I'm going to do one more sample problem. We have 1/2 divided by 2/3. We have to make sure that we know that this is the dividend, this is the divisor. So basically, I just want you to know this so that you know that you're going to flip the divisor. You do not flip the dividend stays the same. The divisor is the one that you're going to flip to its reciprocal after you change this to multiplication. So this is going to be 1/2, change this to multiplication, flip the divisor to its reciprocal, and then multiply them out. We count 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 2 is 4. Alright, make sure this is written on your desk. Make sure you've done the sample problems and checked your work. And get to work on the IXL lesson for today. Good luck. If you have any questions, go back and rewatch the video.